We now move to the third segment, which is the evaluations. We will have three people evaluating the three prepared speeches that you've heard. The first of the evaluators is Richard Stacey, who will be evaluating the icebreaker speech by Stephen Thomas. His answer to my question was this. First, a declaration that it wasn't him, but he's seen it done. Lecturer forgot to turn off his radio mic during the break. Went to the loo. Sighs of satisfaction. Followed by a flushing sound. Please welcome the cheeky Richard Stacey.
Thank you, Delhi, Mr. Toastmaster. It's my pleasure to evaluate Stephen's icebreaker speech. I'll do it in three parts. There's content and purpose, there's structure, and there's delivery. The first part, which is about the content and purpose, the icebreaker is to get to know Stephen a bit better. And I'm very pleased we've had the opportunity to hear his story. And if I could sum it up, it's like, over coffee, over breakfast, I'd like to get to talk to him a bit more, find out a bit more about him. So he achieved that beautifully. The bit about the structure was that he actually, with his title, made it a signpost, the choices we make, and that kind of set the scene for what he was going to be talking about. And he had these two things, the one about the jam tomorrow, and keeping your options open. But there was also this third one which was implied and actually came out slightly in the interview, which was a sense of be here now and take the moment. That was implied rather than stated, but it made up for the, if you like, the rule of three. With respect to the structure as well, he talked about the drumming with his three mates at the beginning, and then at the end he came back to say that he'd reconnected with them. So there was this sense of bookends in his speech as well, in which he brought it together. But it was delivery, I thought, which was the best part of this, because he's got a very conversational style, a very easy manner of speaking. He illustrated things with gestures, like it was all downhill from here. He held up his hands to illustrate the 2 points that he wanted to make. And he used the stage as well, moving from one place to another. This comes on to my recommendation. He talked about his wife's illness, which lasted for a period of 5 years. And although he marked it out to some extent, I would suggest that he actually, if you like, moves off quite a way away from what he was talking about before, so it doesn't, in a sense, contaminate the rest of what he's speaking about. It's something set to one side that he's telling us about, and then he gets back to, if you like, going on to live his life, reconnecting with friends, and moving on. So, in all, I think that he did a beautiful icebreaker speech, and I'd love to talk to him more over coffee this morning.